For me, early in my business career, I noticed that as soon as I was up in front of more than 10 people, my brain wasn't working as well as it should, but I still feel like, I had something that needed to be said. And so I spent quite a bit of time working on just the practice and the art of speaking. Eventually, around 2018, 2019, I was starting my own business of training, consulting. And as an aspect of that, it was a speaking, right? So there's a marketing element of being able to demonstrate the insights and the skills that I have in a coherent, professional way. But I really didn't know the business of speaking. And that's where NSA Illinois and the Speakers Academy for me personally was just a huge accelerant in not only the practice in professionalism of the craft and art of speaking, but also behind the curtains, understanding the business of it as well.
Well, let's dive into this a little bit for an introduction to Speakers Academy. Why does the NSA Illinois Speakers Academy exist?
Dean, you want to take that one?
I can take that. Yeah. First and foremost, NSA as an organization, National Speakers Association, exists to help people become better speakers and build better businesses. And what we know is that no matter how big the name of speaker that you think of in your mind, there was a point where they knew nothing about the business of speaking and they did not have a practiced craft of speaking. There had to be a place to begin. And so Speakers Academy is an opportunity for people who have a interest, passion in the world of speaking, or maybe are simply curious about it, to really get an accelerated deep dive into it. So it allows you to really focus on the building blocks of building that part of the business and experience it in a cohort way. So rather than, a one-on-one type of approach or a self-paced deal, it is a chance for people to learn together. That was a really important part for me, is also the relationships that I built with other members of the Speakers Academy, but also connecting with current professionals, people at the top of their game in the industry.
How about you, Rosie? Why do you think it exists?
Well, again, exactly what Dean said. But to me, one thing that he said really resonated with me, which is the building blocks. Because, like he said, you have to start somewhere. And when you don't know where to start, having a guided path that is led by people that are just a little bit ahead of you, that is a big deal. And like Dean said, there's so many. We have guest speakers that are coming in and they kind of let us see behind the curtain. But Dean and I are going to be there to kind of share our story and build the essentials. So it is the speaker's toolkit, for example, and just start having those components and those pieces. And we're also going to share about the message, because so many new speakers are struggling on what is it that they know that they want to speak about something and they kind of have an idea, but they really don't know how to hone it in. And I think, again, I started my speaking career at NSA Speakers Academy in 2019, and Dean was just about 6 months before me. So we're not 20, 30 years into this, but we're kind of in the middle where we're not new speakers, but we're not 30 years in the speaking business. So I just think it's a great path to get started. Now, one thing that I want to clarify is NSA Illinois, or the Speakers Academy, is not going to, you're not going to come in here and practice your speaking. You're going to come in and learn about the business of speaking. So two completely different things.